Alrighty, good morning, fellas. How are we doing? Dude, something I've noticed, okay? I've started doing this a bit more. The opportunity for sniping and like quick flipping right now is insane. Just really a ton of little stuff here and there. I went ahead and I bought this Shinx, as you can see, for 195k. 4x31, you know, Shinx. Beautiful field A group, male. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it right now and just show you guys. Like, once I bought it for 195k. Just super. This is like not a crazy big flip, but it's just something, just one little quick flip. I've been starting to join the flipping train throughout the event, because it seems like one of the best. Look at this, 230k. So this is gonna be the easiest. I'm gonna undercut it and go 229.99 or whatever. But that's, bought it for 195. It's like a 20k flip or so. Honestly, not great, but not bad. I mean, I'll take it. A bunch of just quick stuff. Red Xmas stocking. That actually seems kind of cheap. 64k. Wow. So many things have changed prices. I'm really just relearning, honestly, a lot of stuff. Relearning a lot of markets. Cherish balls are on their way. They're still kind of holding at 50k on us. So it's on their way down. Not necessarily. But I've been sorting by just now and just checking for some flips, guys, and seeing what's going on today. I do have some of my Cherish balls sold. I'm going to go ahead and collect the 800k Pokeyen on that. And then we've got the Stoutland Swarm to learn, set up for, and do today, as well as hopefully getting some more swarms done. I do have a fair amount of swarm Pokemon here that I've caught off stream, as well as these guys, which I've obviously got with IVs that I'll sell later on. I might plan on saving up some Cherish balls to do an opening as well. A lot of things planned. Let's go ahead and let's start this stream. I'm going to start things off by consuming these Pokemon. I think starting off by clearing the boxes and sort of also a little bit of a small reward by actually getting access to the Cherish balls. I think it's a fun way to start the stream. So we're going to start off by consuming what we have. Not going to lie, the Stoutland raid is actually the hardest by far. So far, it's actually hard. I'm not going to lie. Today's a chill Sunday. I was hoping for a chill raid. Oh, man. We might have to... We'll see what happens. Thank you, Miss, for the flowers. Happy Valentine's to you too, dude. Late Valentine's. Man, I was hoping for a chill Sunday raid, but apparently Stoutland is so hard, people are saying. Start your day off right, fellas, with a nice Cherish ball. There we go. All right, another... Oh, that Charmander. I flipped that Charmander, bought that for 20k, sold it for 30 in a matter of 15 minutes or so. There's another mysterious Cherish ball, fellas. Who to start the day? Oh, another tablet. That's okay. I feel like I'm finally actually consistently ahead on the tablet grind, which is a great feeling. We'll see how many I have in total after I consume these two Pokemon really quick. Give me one sec. That's... Let's see. Is it 6 now that I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the tablet grind. I feel like is the more time-centric grind. Like, you can kind of, if you have enough PVM Pokemon, high-level Pokemon, you can kind of like go back and do all the raids. You get a good team, and there's a lot of like ifs. You have this, blah, blah, blah. But you can like go back and do all the raids within a day or two. The raids don't take that long. It's like 20 minutes a piece. But I mean, it ends up being probably like an hour a piece for like preparation, team building, XP training, EV training. If you want to do all that, finding a team. Like an hour each raid. So even then, that's like 12 hours. It's easily doable in a day if you have the time, obviously, and have the time, effort, and energy. But the tablets, like, you have to do over a long period of time. How to get the tablets? Turning in 40 swarm Pokemon equals 1 tablet. You can't rush the tablets. Like, the tablets have to be done over an extremely long period of time. So I'd rather focus on this grind, honestly, and get tablets done as soon as possible and get the most progress on that. Then I can always go back and do raids afterwards, I feel like. They got tablets from the raids. You get dead flowers from the raids and tablets from the swarm grind. Another Cherish ball. Love to see it. Why do people not evolve Meowth into Persian when doing payday grinding? So the main reason is the pickup ability, right? So Persian actually loses the pickup ability, and the pickup ability actually generates like 60% of your profit per hour. When you're doing payday pickup, the reason why it's specifically say payday pickup is because of how important pickup is. When you're payday farming, you make like 50 to 60k an hour from the payday, but if you have pickup, you also make like 60k an hour. So you make like just as much, if not more, money per hour using pickup at the good locations, and that's what makes like payday pickup a good money making method. Without pickup, payday becomes a pretty dog shit money making method. Even as an AFK, like even as like an AFK brain dead thing, like payday pickup is what makes it good versus payday without pickup, not very good, not worth doing at all in my opinion. All right, this is the last Pokemon consumed for the time being. We need one more for another reward, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and try to prepare. Is anyone in chat able to do the Stoutland fight with me? Let's talk strategy. Support Sableye goes hard this fight. That's what I've heard. I'm happy to go ahead and bring my supports Sableye that I have been using for all the other fights. Is it a 65 level cap for Stoutland? But yeah, apparently the strat that I'm seeing from Cav's video is a really good strat. Is Stoutland sets up sand, so you want to go ahead and actually counter with Pelipper, set rain, and then you can effectively use your Metagross, because it has Fire Fang. So if you set up rain, it allows it to tank way better and just sort of survive in the field for a long period of time. So countering weather seems decently important. Having support Sableye, Metagross, and then defensive. I'm seeing Reuniclus with stored power, Gliscor, Cofagrigus on his team. We can fill out things with what I have. Man, what I might, it's a shorter stream because it's Sunday. I want to have a little bit of a half day for a weekend. What I might end up doing today is I might end up actually just spending today prepping for the Stoutland fight, and then maybe not doing it and then focusing on swarms. I'm not totally sure. We'll have to. I have a lot of XP training to do, and I don't want to use too many XP candies. Like, I need to XP train both my Metagross and my Reuniclus. I'm going to move the team that I have ready to go over in this box, which is going to consist of currently just my Sableye. I'm going to keep prepping Pokemon. It's so fun. I really, really do enjoy the thought process of preparing for these raids. Something I'm truly learning is I need to get a Gliscor. I don't have any Gliscors built. I think I might have a Gligar actually for NU. No, I don't have a single Gligar? That actually is shocking for how good Gligar is at times, and then usually it's banned up to you because it's way too good for the tier. Yeah, that makes sense. But that actually does kind of shock me. I don't own a single Gligar or Gliscor. I'm gonna have to make one for sure. They're just way too good. All right, well, due to the generosity of barrels, this will speed things up. I'll go ahead and use those. I have some XP candies, but I try to keep them. You being so generous, gifting 6 XLs, I'll go ahead and use them. I want to go ahead and get this thing up to 65, I believe. It's currently 55, so it needs 10 levels. That's going to be... Okay, I'll do 3 XLs, and I'll use some smaller ones. I need to actually remove set this Reuniclus as well and give it things like stored power, and I believe... What's this psychic move that boosts your defense? All right, relearning some moves over onto Reuniclus. I'm looking for Calm Mind. I think people go Calm Mind, Iron Defense. Yeah, Cav has it in chat. Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Stored Power, Recover. I don't want this to be a screen setter. I already have that with my Sableye. I just don't need that. Let's go ahead and see if I can relearn any of those moves that I actually need, or if I have to TM. Do I have to like TM all of them? I can do Recover if I want. I'm going to go ahead and teach it Recover if it doesn't have it already, because I mean, that'll be a relevant move. It has Pain Split, which is interesting. Are any of these egg moves that I have to worry about as well? I'm going to go ahead and go Recover over Pain Split. Probably better for PVM or PvP, so we'll go ahead and take both. It truly brings me so much goddamn joy to create PVM Pokemon. I don't know why, it's like one of the most satisfying things. It makes me so happy within PokeMMO. Like, there's never been much of a desire or need to do it until now. Iron Defense is a TM. I wonder if it's like going up in price on the GTL. I have one. That's untradeable. That's perfect. I can go ahead and use that. We'll put that over Reflect. That's totally okay. And then Calm Mind we need. I probably have TMs of... I just have a bunch of TMs. Like, yep, just randomly. Just from random collections and random things. We'll put that over Light Screen. And then I need Stored Power. I have a TM of it. Okay, that worked. Unless it's learned via a different way. If I can learn it via Heart Scales, I'd rather do that. But it seems like, dude, everything is TM. That's actually crazy. So we'll go ahead and do that over Psychic. This Pokemon's a monster now. This would honestly be a really fun Pokemon to run in PvP as well, dude. Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Stored Power. This thing would be a menace. With Overcoat, dude, what an annoying... No wonder this thing's an OU, man. What a monstrously annoying Pokemon. This Pokemon set in general just seems like one of the most ultimate PVM cheeses. Like, if you can get it set up, I feel like it's impossible to, like, take down. Like, I feel like this is the kind of Pokemon that can be used to cheese anything in any Pokemon, any PVM, any boss fight, any battle, whatever, right? The question becomes, I feel like with these 3 Pokemon, I probably can just do... Maybe I'm being overly arrogant. People are saying it's the hardest boss fight so far, but I feel like with these 3 Mons, I probably can just beat Stoutland. Like, I feel like I probably could. So therefore, does anyone want to do the raid with me? Also, I want to quickly complain about, dear PokeMMO devs, please fix... Boxes are so glitched right now in terms of positioning. So if I want to, for example, like move this utility box up here, I can't move it down into that bottom row. And then to try to move it into that bottom row, I have to like drag it over here, and then I have to like drag other stuff down. So I have to like, oh, now NU2 is down there. Now NU is down here. I guess now UT's, sure, that's down here. Now it's like, oh, where is it at? Oh, PvP over here. I will put that there, etc. I want to drag that over here. It's just like so awkward versus just being able to drag. I've had so many weird situations where like my box locations got super messed up because of the weird locations. Like, I can't bring my shiny thing down here. To bring my shiny to the very end, I have to, like, here, drag this, sell 1, sell 2, all the way down there. I want shiny to be at the edge, so let me drag everything else down. Let me drag this down. Let me drag this down here. I have to, like, drag so much just to be able to have what I want in the right positioning. Just built my NU team. Can't wait to run into you. Dude, I would love to start playing more PvP, especially like during the quieter seasons of PokeMMO. Like after event season, the game population and kind of numbers do just drop a bit. Understandably so. Everybody's really tired and exhausted from playing all the events. And it's a good thing. It allows people like me to go play some PvP and kind of experiment with things they wouldn't normally be able to. That's a perfect time for me to do things like going for a Nuzlocke or going for like certain challenge accounts or getting back into like Road to PokeMMO like during these quieter periods outside of event season of PokeMMO is really, really good for me. But NU PvP. Okay. It sucks because I really, really love NU. It's my favorite tier of all time. It's in a really bad spot right now. A terribly, terribly, terribly bad spot. And as you might be able to tell, it's just full stall right now. It's full stall. Every single Pokemon here that you see on screen is pretty much a stall Pokemon. Hitmontop is a stall Pokemon. Rotom is a stall. They're all bulky defensive Pokemon. Electros, defensive Assault Vest stall Pokemon. Honchkrow is the only non-stall Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure this is just run as a hyper offensive Moxie like snowballing. I'm pretty sure this is the only Pokemon that counters stall and is also used by stall to like as a win condition. So like that's I think Quillfish is an intimidate stall Pokemon. It's tanky. Piloswine, very tanky Eviolite stall Pokemon. Drotagon, hard stall Pokemon. Rocky Helmet, Stealth Rocks, yada yada. Steelix, hard stall. Bronzor, hard stall. Frostlass is like an anti-stall lead that has taunt, I believe, and like spikes, so it can taunt the opposing Stealth Rocks or whatever. Golbat's stall, but has Defog. Houndoom is the first offensive non-stall Pokemon we see on this list. It's so NU is dominated. Stall is almost never meta in PokeMMO except for right now in NU, unfortunately. Okay, I think I have the team prepared. I'll show everybody the IVs, stats, and EVs and everything really quick and like just the general setup and thought process. So we've got our typical Sableye with Will-O-Wisp. In screens, that's the big thing. Screens, Prankster, set up Sableye, Will-O-Wisp if it sticks around. We've got Reuniclus, one of the biggest hard hitters here. Iron Defense, Stored Power, Calm Mind, just get really, really strong, get set up a shit ton, and then go for huge stored powers. We've got Metagross, Iron Defense, once again, bulky, sweeper that can get super set up. Here's like the IVs and stats. Like nothing crazy, just like 25 plus in most things. The special attack here is actually lower on the Reuniclus. EVs don't matter a ton, but like obviously anything's nice, whatever helps, whatever advantage you can have. Like these are just mons I've had laying around. I obviously could optimize these better if I really wanted to like put in the time and effort, but whatever lets you, as long as you can beat the boss, it doesn't matter how good everything is, right? Here's my Scrafty, shiny Scrafty, love to flex him. Bulk up, drain punch, Stone Edge. I think he'll do wonders honestly against the Stoutland. Poliwrath will be interesting because we should have someone setting up Pelipper, so Drizzle will be up, so we'll have Swift Swim CC spam. Citrus Berry is probably not one. I probably want a Choice Band on him, so I'll go grab a Choice Band out of the PC here in a quick sec. Most things have leftovers to allow them to just stay alive and set up, and Light Clay on the Sableye. Blaziken's got CC, Choice Band spam. That's pretty much it, just an offensive Blaziken. Used to use him in NU all the time. Okay, let's cover all the locations for Stoutland, okay? In Kanto, he is at Water Path. In Johto, Stoutland is at Route 32. In Hoenn, Stoutland is at Route 111. In Sinnoh, Stoutland is at Route 221. And then in Unova, Stoutland is at Route 4. I'm going to stick to Unova, head over to Route 4, and try to find Stoutland over there. He's probably like in a weird spot, but we'll figure it out. Okay, over here on Route 4 in Unova, this is where the Stoutland, like if you come from Castelia, it's kind of a long walk, but you can still find. Wait, is this a? Oh, it's a rock I have to smash. Okay, that's fine. If I have rock smash Ocarina, we'll get a little encounter though, sure. Ooh, and then after the raid, that Shinxel, dude, I flipped that Shinx in a matter of 30 minutes or so. The flip potential right now feels huge, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's like I was just refreshing earlier. You'll see stuff that's worth, 40 or 50k going for 20k, just super like those 20k flips are just super consistent. I feel like that's a Garchomp for 188k 4 times 31. It might have, well, this might be a bad play though. That was 31 attack and 30 special attack, though, wasn't it? That might be a bad flip, but we'll see. I think it's worth risking those bad flips, or at least it has been for me. Even if I like sell it back, even if I sell it back and I lose the listing fee, so like 1K or whatever, we'll throw the Stoutland in here. It's still worth the potential of a flip, in my opinion. So I bought this for 188K. This might have been a mistake. Let's just go over it live, and that's okay. You're bound to make mistakes when doing snipes like that, for sure. I think I just saw something that was good, but it's gone. Getting too distracted. Okay. It is a hidden ability Garchomp, though. That's relevant. The way I'm going to price check this is just by doing hidden ability access, 31, 31, 31. We'll do lowest price. We'll do Garchomp. I probably lost on this. Let me check. Some people do want, like, obviously, there's no way it's worth that much. Obviously, that's overpriced. You do want special attack on some Garchomps. Like, some people do go mixed with, like, Flamethrower or Fire Blast. I bought it for 188K. There's no way it's worth this, right? There's no way it's actually an insane flip. These are alphas. So, Bite, Gibble. I mean, huh. I might have to eyeball it. What if I get rid of hidden ability access and I just do this? Give me another price range. I mean, huh. It's definitely not worth this much. I bought it for 188. It's 4 times 31. Maybe it is a way better flip than I realize. Gibble. 290K. That makes more sense. I might go with 2. I bought it for 188. Buy not for the event. Let me check here. Price check stuff in every way you possibly can. So something I'm gonna do is it's female as well, which is actually really, really good. Garchomp. What if I just do 4 times 31 and like without the special attack, like these stats? That's way more. Dude, I'm gonna do the 2. What was the Gibble? That was the most comparable, but mine's female as well, man. Okay, this actually was a huge flip. I thought it might have been a bad flip, but this is actually kind of nuts. 450. I'm gonna do 300 on it. I bought it for 188. I'll do 300 on it. I think that's reasonable. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it sells. That's way better than I expected. Over 100K flip or something after listing fee, I think, or maybe a little bit less. We'll take that for sure if that works out. I did not expect to get the Stoutland raid today done. So that's already like a huge W. That plus some flipping going on. Plus, we're going to go farm some more swarms here in a split sec. There's just so much more. There's even more room for flips right now than there usually is because there's just so many new players who are coming in, like catching alphas they wouldn't normally catch, catching swarm Pokemon, and then just not really price checking things as slowly as maybe they should because that's a decent ditto. Because they want to get back to the event or back to ground, which, you know, works for people who want to just sit there and flip and make profit off of stuff like that. That might not be that good of a flip. I just bought this Alpha Salamence for 35K. But the reason why I bought it is because it's female. It's a Salamence. And it has 25 or 20 plus in every stat that's physical. So it can be used as like a D-Dancer. It doesn't have nature, though, obviously. But it's a good breeder. That might have been a bad buy, but we can just go ahead and check. The way I'd price check this is 20 plus... Alpha, yes. Then I would do Salamence. I bought it for 35. Worst case scenario, I flip it for like 50, maybe like 45. It's not a crazy flip. Bought it for 35. Nothing crazy, but definitely worth more than what I paid, which is nice. I'm gonna go 46 on it like that. It'll be a quick little flip, like 11, 12K or so after fee. Oh, I just missed that. Like, there was a 3 times 31 Electabuzz male, which is like humanoid age. That's a great age group. 3 times 31 female Alpha Salamence, 85K. It seems cheap, maybe not cheap enough. Just keeping an eye out for those like super cheap 31s. Now, if you're flipping, watch out for like this Fungus hidden ability 2 times 31. Like, that seems too good. This is a very desired hidden ability mon. I'm gonna do 31, 31. Hidden ability access, Fungus and Amoongus. I bought it for 19K. Doesn't have as much of a margin. What if I check? Yeah, I mean, that just seems 24,999. I'll sell it for a 3K flip or something. I mean, it has actually 20. To be fair, it's got 20 plus in these stats, which is relevant. I could try to sell it for more. You know what? I mean, I might go for 35. If I bought it for 20, a 15k flip is, it's totally reasonable given the price. Well, does it have a nature as well? No nature. I think that's totally reasonable. This one's calm though, which is better, but mine's female. Okay, I think it's fine. I think 35k if that's a fair price. We'll see if it sells though, of course. Most stuff should sell pretty well. I keep seeing level 65 Unicluses that don't, like, these listed for 150k a piece is crazy. During events like this, there's so much like potential for hustle in terms of like leveling and like somebody's EV training and XP training Unicluses and listing them for big amounts. And I would bet that they're selling, honestly, with how good they can be to beat the raids. I'll buy that Salamence. I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy this or not. It's special attacking Salamence ready to go. Usually you would want bold on something like this, but it's hidden ability access. Doesn't really matter on a special attacking one, to be fair. But this is how I would price check this by doing this. And then you do want to do nature modest. Like, special attacking Salamences are a thing. Let's get rid of the hidden ability access. I don't think it's gonna be relevant on a, or no, I'm not even searching for that. Oh shit. Okay, let's do 25 plus then in these stats. Get a really cheaper price. 25 plus there. Sure. Let's do Salamence. 250k modest. God damn. I bought this for what, 30k? This might actually be a way more insane flip than I expected. Let's check Shelgons and Bagons though. 200k Bagon. Wow, 30k I bought this for. I'm gonna list it cheaper. I'm gonna list it for 120. I think that's fine. 30k I bought it for, listing for 120. Hidden ability access. We'll see if that goes. It's a special attack and Salamence ready to go. You might need to change the. You might need to pay for an ability pill though and change it because you don't want the, what's it called? The you don't want Moxie on a special attacker like that. I'm surprised no one else bought that Garchomp. I was like, I'm definitely way too late on that. 3 times 31, this was 120k. Usually a 2 times 31 with Adamant Garchomp is 120k, like correct nature. 120k for this actually is super good. Someone might want to buy this for the event. This is open from a Cherish Ball, which is funny. So someone like must have just been underlisting. Here, let's price check this Garchomp really quick. Here, this is how I'd price check something like this. I would just do nature, adamant. It has hidden ability access too. That's actually 120k for this was super good. 31 attack, 31 speed, just 25 plus defense for now to give me a better price check. And then search Garchomp, 230k. Bought it for 120. And the fucked up thing is like I actually think it goes for this. Bought it for 120, by the way. Wow. I'm going to be able to sell this for... I probably could sell this for 250. I think I could. Oh, that seems so high, though. I'd rather quick sell it. Since I bought it for... I'd rather quick sell it for 225. I'll do that. Someone would be willing to buy that for the event itself, and it's just like that's just a good as hell Garchomp. Like it can be used for like PvP afterwards. Obviously, it's missing the special defense, but as long as you're not tank Garchomp, missing the special defense is probably the most relevant. It's one thing you can go without because you're dying to any Ice Beam anyway. Hey Pat, I've noticed that in your mail you have a lot of unclaimed GTL listings. Why so? It's a good question. So all of these like unclaimed GTL listings, a lot of them are Pokemon that I'm waiting to sell at a different time. Now, this Litwick, I probably should relist some of these. As Pokemon go unsold, I kind of just don't ever collect them, and I let them sit there. Because otherwise, if I collect them, they'll either be put into my mail or my PC. And this essentially acts as like extra storage. If I'm doing an egg hunt, I need like every single mail spot, every single PC spot I have access to, which is I've been doing a lot of egg hunting recently during Shining Wars and stuff. So for a long time, I've been like using this as extra storage, and I also haven't had the time to just go and like relist all these mons. I should relist a bunch of them right now, any like ones that are good for PVM, in all honesty, because people might buy them for raids. Like Litwick is probably decent. Mamoswine maybe. Like there's ones that I should like abuse and relist at the current time. Now, any 2012 mons like this Cacnea, any like Chanseys or Snorlaxes you see are probably 2012s. These I don't want to relist right now because I want to save those until after event season, because no one's really buying 2012 mons. Why would you buy? It's like imagine there's like, what's a good analogy for this? Imagine there's like everybody's like working really hard and there's like a huge like economic crisis. People aren't really buying like diamond rings during that time or like collectibles, right? Like 2012 Pokemon are like a collectible. And Not many people are buying them right now because they're busy with event season. They'd rather spend their money on PVM Pokemon or the ability to do raids or investing into red envelopes or like just too many other things to buy right now. And 20 Pokemon are just not on people's radar right now, which makes sense and is understandable. How do choice scarfs come into the game? All choice items come into the game via BP, like via the BP shops around the game. So things like choice band, choice specs, choice scarf, all of them strictly come into the game. I don't know if there's any other way to bring them. I think the only way they come into the game is via BP. There's some other items that come into BP as well, but also have other ways to come in, like Life Orb can be found on Absol or bought with BP. Toxic Orb can be found on Muck or bought with BP. Things like that. Rocky Helmet. I think Rocky Helmet might be a pure BP item as well. Any take on TM flipping? TM flipping can be some of the most insane, like TM and I guess short-term investing rather. TM investing or flipping can be one of the most insanely high profit per, like the return on investment can be insane. Like there are TMs that like will be literally hundreds or like 5,000 Pokeyen or less at times, and then go up to like 20k at time. Like Safeguard's a good example. But if too many people know about your investment, or if other people are doing it, or like for a ton of reasons, it's really easy. It's really high risk, really high reward is what I would say. Let's go ahead and I can show you like I have some TMs I've been sitting on for a while. Let's actually go through my TM list. It's a good time to go ahead and do so. So I have some extra stuff just for personal use. Like I have some extra explosions because they're cheap. Why not? I have 138 safeguards that I'm kind of holding the bag was left holding the bag on. I didn't end up selling enough of them off. But that's okay. They're super cheap. So it's not, I don't really like if I spend, 30k on TMs to like quote unquote like invest, is it really, whatever, like 100k, like for me it's whatever, right? What else? I have like some hurricanes. Sometimes these are more, I bought these for super cheap or either got them. Certain TMs, the reason they get so cheap is because certain TMs come into the game from red envelopes and lucky reds and sealed products. So when certain events offer that as a drop, a lot of them come to the game that get really cheap and then they'll go back up as more demand comes in for them. Sludge Bomb is like a pretty good TM, around 7 or 8k. I bought a bunch of these for like 2k. They've been slowly going up, for example. What else? It's good to buy. It depends. If you want to buy TMs for personal usage and then, if they happen to go up, they go up. Or once again, TMs can be super high risk, high reward. Flamethrower, these went down a bit. That Salamence flip sold. These I all bought for like, I think 12 to 14k a piece. They're all back up to 27. I probably should sell a couple, honestly, 5 or so of these. I might go do that in a quick sec here. Giga Drains, I am sitting on so many of. I love Giga Drain. It got super cheap. I bought them all for like 2 to 3k. They're up a little bit, but they're still, a lot of people are holding them like I am. What else? Reflects and stuff are cheap. Light Screens. Ice Beams, I actually just sold 30 Ice Beams recently. I think I sold all of them, or maybe they're still in here. I just sold 30 Ice Beams recently because I stocked up a bunch on those when they were cheap, and now they always go, like, there's certain moves that are just really good, Dragon Claws I bought when they're cheap. I'm pretty sure Dragon Claws are still cheap. It's just a crazy cheap TM, but yeah, hopefully that explains TM investing. It's very high risk, high reward, I would say. Or, I don't know. Is it high risk, though? I would say it's, I don't know. TM investing is kind of low risk, high reward, but you can end up just, like, holding the bag a lot, or just, like, end up sitting on a shit ton of TMs for a really long time. If you're okay with, like, if you have the capital and you're okay with, like, dumping 200k into a TM, and then if nothing happens, that's worth the risk, or that's okay. But you might make like 2 mil on it if it just depends. Just depends. Dude, I know Mysterious Premier Balls are at 300. I think they're so underrated, man. Like, I know they're still at like 295, 300k mark. It's gonna take one big whale having a huge Mysterious Ball, Premier Ball binge to crank up the price. Like, there's like 200 or less on the GT. There's 55 listings. Most of them have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 14, is like the highest one. Wouldn't surprise me if there's like 200 or less Premier Balls on the GTL right now. Like 200 or less. When you need like 3,000 something to get a shiny. Like at some point, like if someone, they're just going to buy up the whole market and then wait for new lists to come in and then buy up that market. And then I feel like these have so much potential, dude. Skipping, obviously it's really expensive to this. mysterious Premier Balls take around, I think it's 1 to 2 billion I think it's 1.2 billion Pokeyen to on average to get a shiny from a but it's a Shalfa, and Shalfas in general already cost 1 to 2 billion. So you're literally paying the same price that it would already cost to Shalfa hunt, and you're saving 2,000 hours, 2 to 4,000. You are saving so much time. It's ridiculous. On average for the same price. But the downside is you don't get to pick the alpha. You don't get to like rebreed this like alpha Charmander over and over again. So you do have to like risk the roll of whatever alpha comes out as, which is a huge downside. But once again, I think that upside of saving 2 to 4,000 hours on an egg hunt is just ridiculous. What do you think about the spring flower hair clip? Do you think it'll jump up like Holly hair clip? Spring flower, isn't that the one that's a seasonal? This will never jump up. Ever. Ever. This is seasonal. This returns every single year, guys. Always keep that in mind. A lot of people, yeah, keep that in mind, please. A lot of people will ask me, like, hey, like, should I invest in this item? And then they'll show me like a seasonal item, and it's like seasonal items return every year. Make sure that you read really closely and properly. Yeah, seasonal versus limit's a huge difference. Yes. There's no, like, you can short-term invest in seasonal items sometimes, like for like 6 to 8 months, but it's going to return in 12, so you got to sell it then. Seasonals are not really investment items at all, in my opinion. I bought a bunch of Pokeballs off stream, by the way, like net balls. I bought like 200 of. Quick balls, I bought 100 or so. Dream balls, I bought, where they at 200. I was at 0 of those. It's kind of insane how good netballs are right now, and like I've been saying they might get nerfed. Some people seem to disagree, which is totally okay. If you disagree, you think netballs won't get nerfed, totally fine. I think that a 100% catch rate on pretty much every single Pokemon after you false swipe Spore netball goes against kind of the PokeMMO philosophy, because the issue is they want you to use different balls at different times based on what's happening in the game. If a ball is so good that it centralizes the entire metagame into like, okay, every single battle you should false swipe Spore, and it's 100% catch rate, like that is in my opinion, it's too centralizing. But we'll see. Obviously, a lot of people in my comments from my recent video disagreed. So we'll see what happens. But they constantly make changes to the Pokeball metagame to make it so it's a very dynamic one. They could increase the cost of the netball. I think that they'll decrease the catch rate, personally. I think they'll lower it from either from 3.5 to 3, or even from 3.5 to like 2.8. 2.5 would be too bad. That's too, in my opinion, that's probably too much of a nerf. But I don't know. We'll see. Like, they nerf repeat balls. So repeat balls, think about this. Repeat balls used to be, the way they would function is if you already had the Pokemon caught in your Pokedex, it would be a 2.5 times catch rate boost no matter what. And so that repeat ball was like the best ball. Repeat ball was like the best ball for like so many things, whereas like you would just oh, gotcha, good to know. I can quick ball. My bad. Thank you, Antonio. Yeah, repeat ball became so good, it was just like the constantly used one. I feel like it's way too good. I hope if they nerf the netball, they don't remove the benefit from Soak entirely. Oh yeah, I don't think they would. That would be too lame. They wouldn't do that. I think Soak is a good, interesting, fun, interactive, like fun. I think it's a fun mechanic and like engaging, getting Soak Smeagol's and stuff. But I definitely think netball is too strong, similar to how repeat balls were too strong. And when repeat balls were too strong, keep in mind they were only a 2.5 times catch rate, and they were too strong. Netball's 3.5. That's crazy. Like, netballs are maybe one of the most broken balls to ever exist right now in Pokemon. I think they'll for sure get nerfed. What is repeat ball at right now? So repeat ball, totally functionality wise, got overhauled. Repeat ball is like kind of really bad now. I hope they change it to something else, because the way repeat ball works now is that if you catch 14 of the same Pokemon in a row, or like 14 or 15, you like slowly build up an increased catch rate. So if you catch like 14 or 15 of the same species, if I catch like, so for example, like Dittos, if I catch like 14 Dittos in a row, then at the 15th, it'll be like 2.5 times catch rate or whatever, which is like, that's so much, you know, like that's so, it's a lot just for that. It's kind of cool for certain farms, but like, I like the idea, but I feel like if netball is 3.5 just for soaking, and repeat ball is 2.5 for catching 15 of the same species in a row, I feel like this should probably be buffed to like 3.5. and then higher the species quantity, that'd be kind of cool. And if you catch any other species, it resets. This being changed to 3.5 and net being put down to like 3, I think would probably be a really good balance, honestly. Okay, so I want to do, see, people got for like abundant shrine content. I want to do abundant shrine on my new account challenge. And my new account challenge, I want to do that around day 12 or so of the event, but I have a couple things that I need to knock off my list before I feel comfortable doing a challenge like that. Firstly, I need to get all 12 raids done, duh. And then secondly, I need to get all 480 swarm Pokemon done, all tablets. I'm on good pace for that. That's fine. But then finally, I also need to get Moltres. I don't want to like do that kind of grind on like a separate account if I don't even have everything on my main account done. And I really need Moltres. I really want Moltres. Okay, I pull up, by the way. Like getting Moltres, I've gotten every single legendary Pokemon during its first month of release. Every single one. Moltres is literally the last one, and I've had a really hard time getting it, unfortunately. I did, you know, all 3 Johto beasts. I have Shaman, I have Articuno, I have Zapdos, everything. I just need Moltres, man. Okay, you asked about the stored mail, not the stored GTL stuff. So the reason I have stored mail, I mean, it's pretty similar to the stored GTL, where it's just extra box space. Like, box space is a huge problem once you get later into the game. I have maxed PC expansions, and I still just, like, I don't need to collect these. A lot of these are mail breeders for like egg hunts. This is a 2012 flip. I don't need it. I just don't need access. I just don't need it right now. Some stuff is gifts from viewers. Items, I'll collect these in a sec, but haven't gotten to them. All of these are male monster breeders, male fairy breeders. Like, a lot of this stuff is stuff that I only need when I actually need it. So why would I pull it out when I can just wait, you know? This Ditto, that's for, you know, 221 that I probably sniped or something. I just don't need these right now. So why would I pull them out, you know? I might as well just sit on them until I actually need them. Male mineral egg groups, these were for like egg breeding Sudowoodo, for example. Yeah, I kind of just sit on stuff until I actually need it. Because PC, like, look how many Pokemon I have in my mail. Like, I'm using it as like extra storage. My boxes are so full. If I pulled out all of these as well, I'd be out of space, and then I'd be fucked, you know? Yeah, this might be one of the worst swarm locations to get to in the entire game. So let me show you how to actually get there. So you want to start actually from Lily Cove. Head over to the west. Yeah, with repels, it's not so bad. I'm gonna pop one now, but it's still it's a pain. Do all this stuff. I guess I could have just gone down that way, but head from Lily Cove. You have to come down here. You have to have surf. You have to surf around this big mountain. Come down here. Oh, is it in Mount Pyre? Is it inside? I think I have to go in Mount Pyre if it's inside of here. Almost said no. Okay, no, yeah, okay, it is, yeah. So yeah, in here. That wasn't that bad. I don't know. I think it's kind of annoying, but there we go. Here's this Mount Pyre swarm. The big issue with tablets, right, is that we don't know what tablets do yet, okay? But if we find out that once we know what tablets do after the 12 raids come out or whatever, and the effect is good, you are physically not going to be able to do the tablet grind. Right? Does that make sense? The event is going to last until February 29th. It's like 15 days in total, right? The 3 days you have remaining is not enough time to do the tablet grind after you find out it's good. So if you want to do the tablet grind, you have to do it now. You literally will not, like, physically, like, it doesn't matter if you play 24/7, or maybe that you could do it, I guess. Okay, shut up. But for the average person, even if you played 10 hours a day for the last 3 days, if it's like a 40-hour grind for tablets, even if you played the last 3 days 10 hours a day, well, you would not do it. You wouldn't make it. I recommend starting if you care about possibly not missing out on something. It is kind of FOMO, which sucks. I don't like to encourage that, but you've got to do tablets now. You've got to start doing swarms. Get it done now. Don't be in the situation where you find out, oh, getting tablets actually unlock access to Jirachi, and that's my favorite Pokemon. Now I'm fucked. Blah blah blah. Like, you know, you have to think ahead of time or play. Plus, swarms are just good. You get cherish balls along the way, so you're not just doing the grind for nothing. You are making Pokeyen along the way through the cherish balls and the swarm catches. So, like, honestly, it is good. But yeah, it's better to start sooner than later. You have to start sooner than later, or else. Very true. This is in regards to the tablet grind. Very true. I like having mystery behind things in the game, but for such a long grind, we probably should have a tiny bit of insight into the reward. If the reward is mid, people will be deflated. Yes, you're totally. I agree with you. It's a really awkward situation where, absolutely, like, you kind of have to do the tablet grind if you don't want to miss, if the FOMO, you don't want to miss out on it. But at the same time, like, it might, for some people it might not be worth it by the end, and for some people it might be super worth it. Some people are going to feel left out. It's an awkward decision for sure. Shout out to the 2 mil an hour gamers running 4 accounts at Shrine. That is the technical, like, one of the best money making methods during an event like this. If you have 4 alt accounts, 4 devices, if you could do it, it's insane. You know, if you can have 4 alts all running a button shrine at the same time, the money is ridiculous. That is super true. All right, there's that Onyx Swarm taken care of. That was an annoying one, I'm not gonna lie. That was actually a really tough one to, that catch rate was kind of tough. And the false, I had to like false swipe them twice to get them low HP. Over to, was it Johto for the next low punny swarm? How did nobody buy this Gabite for 3K before I did? I was like in a fight, like trying to desperately buy it from the GTL. This was 3.8K. That's super easy. What vanities go well with Battle Axe? I'd love to think about that. I'm excited to see something, maybe like a samurai outfit or something, like some red and black stuff. Why not leave a swarm on? I just forgot. That's a good call, Mercy. Thank you. Battle Axe. I'm excited for someone to show up to like a fashion contest with the Battle Axe and Shiny Haxorus. That'll be such a sick thing. Yeah, the Shinigami robes with the Battle Axe. I really feel like the Shinigami robes are one of the most underrated like body slot vanities. I think it's such a good neutral black and white body piece that can go with like so many outfits. Like there's not that many on the GTL either. What the hell? How many do I have? I have 2. I almost want to buy another. This is like a quasi investment. I think this vanity is so good, dude. I think it's super sick. Sure. That's so dumb. This is how I make my investments. Oh, okay, fuck it. I'll buy one more. Add it to the stack. Why not? About the Thunder Beast Dao Pal. I don't know if it's sorry, apologies, but what's the... That's gone down a lot. Like, these are a limited RP vanity that have gone down a lot, dude. Can't type. Dude, these and like the... What's the Charizard robes called? Fire Dragon robes. Ooh, are these going back up? That's good to see. Ooh, that's exciting. These going back up. These were from the anniversary event, I believe. The Poisonous Flower Hat. I really like the Poisonous Flower Hat. I think it's underrated. It has a really cool effect. And then the giant turtle shell. This vanity's sick. For 2.6. Vanity's awesome. Is this the first Lunar New Year event with no animal mask gift shop vanity? Yeah, I think it is. I didn't even think about that. No one's brought that up on Totes, but yeah, I think you're correct. We've had golden tiger mask, golden, let me not delete the whole thing. Golden dragon mask, which is the first one, I believe. And then golden rabbit. Yeah. This thing actually going up is funny. Golden Rabbit was super memed on. This thing is unhinged looking. I'm glad it's getting some love. That's funny. Golden Tiger's turbo tanked. All right, we did some swarms. Let's head over to Unova really quick and go consume whatever swarm Pokemon we're sitting on at the moment. Honestly, not too many. I mean, it's around 20 or so. It's not bad, but honestly, not as many Pokemon as I expected, to be honest. All of them will get consumed. None of those have IVs, so let's go ahead and just get started. Make some progress. I don't think we'll be getting a... There's a Cherish Ball right away. I do not think we'll be getting a 7th tablet with this amount. I don't believe so. If we do, I'd be extremely happy. Being 2 days ahead of tablets, like that would be 7 tablets in 5 days on top of doing the raids and top of doing content. So I'd be very happy with that if I can reach that point. I'll probably do some swarm farming off stream today as well to hopefully push for that. What do you think will happen after 12 raids? Probably the Shaman encounter. Shaman might be a raid itself. We'll have to see. We only need 12 tablets. I believe 12 is the max, yes. Has anyone tried to push beyond 12 tablets and see if you get anything? That was something with like the previous event. But it seems getting 12 tablets alone is sort of like a 40-hour-ish grind, so it seems kind of silly. So hopefully not. There's anything, but we'll have to see, I guess. Another Cherish Ball right here. Awesome. No tablet after. Understandable. I'm sorry, how many for one tablet? 40 swarm Pokemon consumed equates to one tablet, guys. That should be here. This is the last couple right here. Another Cherish Ball. No other tablet. That's okay. We're probably halfway, if not like 3/4 on the way through that, which is pretty nice. And there we go. The last Pokemon consumed for what we had so far. And the last thing for today's stream. A quick one today, guys. It's Sunday. I want to have a little bit of time off. I'll probably be doing some swarm grinding and stuff on my laptop out in the living room as well. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully it was good memes. How many Cherish Balls are we sitting at? 8. I might try to stock up on some Cherish Balls and some envelopes and do an opening later in the event. We'll have to see. But like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not, that's okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow the Twitch for streams, usually Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Obviously some extra streams throughout the event. Discord's linked down below for tons of event info and information and help. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube membership, subscribe, Twitch, blah, 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 blah. You guys know. Have a great day. Have fun playing the event. Have fun playing PokeMMO. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.
Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. The same way everybody listed here is a positive asset to my day, going above and beyond and allowing me to make content every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.